What's up, the squad? Back with another video. I seen the title's going down. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it in the title right here. Definitely want to check this out. I definitely have to say, though. You know, it's been a tough couple days. I apologize for not posting yesterday. I don't know what's been going on with YouTube itself, but y'all know me. Got to keep applying that pressure. Definitely do. Seen this, though, and I had a few things that I wanted to discuss, you know, when it comes to this segment with the view, as well as, you know, other things that I want to show y'all, you know, of what they're talking about. Y'all know me. I have to call out the lies. Let's check it out.
Wow. Take a look.
They're going to make a deal. They did something yesterday that was amazing, actually. They gave us a present, and the present arrived today. It was a very big present worth a tremendous amount of money. And I'm not going to tell you what that present is, but it was a very significant prize. And they gave it to us, and they said they were going to give it. So that meant one thing to me: we're dealing with the right people.
We see ourselves as part of this negotiation as well. We negotiate with bombs. You have a choice as we loiter over the top of Tehran, as the president talked about your future. The president has made it clear that you will not have a nuclear weapon. The War Department agrees. Our job is to ensure that. And so we're keeping our hand on that throttle as long as hard as is necessary.
Oh, excuse me.
I ain't gonna lie, that was a pause moment. I ain't gonna lie. You can tell
As long as-
President Trump, he was like, y'all pause.
As hard as is necessary.
Look at his eyebrows.
Excuse me. Keep our hand
Now,
on that throttle as long as it's hard. Look at the shot of what's his face? Trump. Trump.
I bet not ever hear Joy Behar say anything about somebody being inappropriate. I bet not ever hear. She always want to talk about all this inappropriate. They shouldn't say that. They shouldn't do this. They shouldn't. Y'all just heard what that woman just said?
When he said that, we're keeping our hand on the throttle as long as it's hard. What is going on over there?
Of course Joy picked that part up.
Yes, I did.
Does anyone else feel like we're in an episode of The Apprentice? It's like I've got this big, beautiful, like my head spins every day. Yeah. I'm not sure what's going to happen next. It's like I've got this big, beautiful deal. I'm not going to tell you, but if you tune into next week's episode, I might share a tidbit. Which, like, I don't want to take away from what our men and women have been doing over there, because what they've accomplished is incredible. And if we can deter Iran at all, whether it's 2 years
over there, explain to me.
Our military? Well, I think we've got the best military in the world. I think they do what they're told.
No,
we can,
what have they accomplished so far in Iran?
What have they accomplished?
Well,
I think any time we can deter Iran, whether it's for another year, whether it's for 10 years,
had a deal
I think that's a win
them,
for this country.
Obama had a deal, and he threw it up.
Yeah.
Trump. He did.
Yeah.
I mean, we gonna get to a lot. Don't worry.
It just seems to
and
me.
what's the gift besides herpes?
No,
I think it's.
Y'all see this? Y'all see who Whoopi looking at? Whoopi is looking at the producers right now, because it's another lawsuit. Another lawsuit. I'm telling y'all, when you have when they say things like this, I'm telling y'all, and Whoopi knows. That's why, if y'all check this out. Soon as she said it,
herpes.
Whoopi did not laugh. Sonny did, because she's ignorant. She's had plenty against her. Sarah, she's really truly not, probably gonna say something. Whoopi, since she's the main one, that main host, she's looking at the producers right now. I'm telling you.
No, I think
She's looking for him.
Look, I think it's really easy to sit here and say, what has our military accomplished? It's because of our military that we're able to sit here and have these conversations and do a show like this. So whenever our military is out there fighting for our freedom.
Don't make it sound like I'm against the military. I'm not. All my uncles, my father, they all fought. So don't make it sound like that. I'm talking about this particular, as he calls it, excursion into Iran. What have they accomplished?
We don't know what the intelligence he got was. That's the problem. They haven't communicated that. What I do know.
The word intelligence and him in the same sentence should not go together.
What about,
Telling y'all, the main agenda is to bash Trump.
about wiping out their entire leadership?
What, they got rid of one Ayatollah, they have another one who's just as bad.
We don't know where that one is.
Well, he's actually more far
We don't
right
know where
because
that
it's
one
his,
is.
his
Even worse,
son
this one.
who lost his wife, his niece, his son.
Anytime you can knock out the Ayatollah and
But
a country that's trying to develop nuclear weapons,
there's
isn't that
no
a someone
regime
should go over
change
it?
because the man who's dead, his son, who's more far right, is now in charge.
Right.
So I don't know what they've accomplished, to your question, Joy, but I do know that there's such a lack of transparency coming from the administration and coming from the Secretary of War or Defense or whatever you want to call it, that is concerning for me. I don't know that many people are talking about it, but in December, the Pentagon basically took the credentials away from organizations like the New York Times unless they abided by certain rules. So the New York Times took this administration to court in December, won last week, and instead of allowing access again so that we as Americans, our taxpayer dollars are paying for this war, our men and women are going and fighting this war, our citizenry, they then decide that they're going to kick everybody out of the press offices, get rid of the press offices and send them off-site, including all the MAGA reporters that they put in. And so now the New York Times is back in court trying to get access so that we, the American people, actually know what's going on in our country.
I know what they accomplished. Wait a second. I know what they have accomplished. They have taken the Epstein files off of the front page. That is what they have accomplished.
Very well be.
What?
Let me explain something to y'all. Joy Behar, she obviously doesn't care. Y'all know who cares when it comes to a lot of things. First of all, you have Sonny Hostinez obviously lying about a lot. I do pray for, a lot of the troops, that are going. I do pray for them. One thing about it, and I hate to say this, I don't want to make this sound like, I don't want to make it sound bad. Like this in a bad way, by all means. But if you have military troops, they're military troops. There are things that do happen. This is not the first president, and I'm sure it's not going to be the last, that has troops, when you're dealing with war and when you're dealing with stuff like that. And that's what they're trying to make it seem. Nobody said anything, especially, within Obama. And that's what makes me mad about it. It truly, 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 truly makes me mad about it. And it's truly sickening. Not only that, you have Joy Behar talking about the Epstein files. If y'all notice, just check out body language. When you watch these, I know y'all don't watch a lot of this, but if y'all just watch and see, soon as Joy Behar says this, Whoopi puts her head down. Whoopi, trust and believe, wants those Epstein files to be hidden. A lot of individuals do. Joy Behar, like I said, she doesn't care. She doesn't care, but one person that truly cares is Whoopi. If y'all see, just check it out.
That is what they have accomplished.
Look at Whoopi. She just put her head down.
We all agree. The military is the best of us. Trump likes to say he's made the best military. They were great before him. They'll be great after him.
I
agree with you.
Is the best of us.
And by the way, when you were asking me 20 times yesterday if I think he's qualified or
I may have asked you 25.
25 times. Whether it doesn't move the needle. That's why I was focusing on the job he's doing. Mm-hmm. The bombing's got to stop. That language is weird. I said this yesterday. This is not a game. I want our troops home more than anybody else.
It's
You
not
got to
a
get out of
game, but I
there.
wish they'd stop speaking of it like that. With Hegseth's hand on the throttle and stuff, and the way they use video game memes to recruit people for the military. And when you treat it like a game where you die and we just start again, I could see how you maybe handle decisions slightly different. And I would hope there was a seriousness in deploying our troops over there. But what I will say is, regardless of what Iran is saying about whether the president's spoken to them or not, I don't trust the feedback of President Trump. I really don't trust Iran either, because the kind of regimes over there, they send out propaganda, they manipulate numbers of what's happening.
Like we've been doing.
Yeah.
Well, you exaggerate
Kind of.
success while hiding the failure. So
Yeah.
I actually don't have a lot of faith. It makes me nervous right now.
Let me make sure I heard this right.
They manipulate numbers of what's happening.
Like we've been doing.
Yeah.
Well, you exaggerate
Kind of.
success while hiding the failure. So
Why do they continue to try to compare these horrible countries are go to these other, countries and they bash the United States? Or just like Whoopi Goldberg that's trying to compare Iran to the United States. That stuff right there is sickening to me. I truly don't understand it, especially considering on what they have. I'm telling y'all,
I
it's
actually
sickening.
don't have a lot of faith. It makes me nervous right now that now we have troops on the ground. Because when it was first this
Right.
campaign and you thought, okay, let's see what happens, it's the exit plan for me.
That's why we need the media there to tell us what the heck is going
Well, Iran,
on.
you
We
also
need to know
remember,
about that.
Iran has leverage. So when Trump says this deal is done, you know what they have? They have patience, something the president does not have. They know the president has the midterms coming up. They know that he's concerned about oil. They can shoot a missile and hit a tanker in Hormuz immediately. And they know that they have control over that.
In the decision Trump made, it was supposed to be kind of strangling the oil from Iran and Russia. He had to lift those sanctions, which gave them billions in money
At this
for
point,
this step.
at this point, I want them to stop what they're doing. They are sending people in to die. They are sending people in to die. And I'm surprised because Hegseth served.
Yes, he did.
He served. He should know.
That's what I said
what
yesterday. He should know better than anybody.
Yes, better than anybody. And yet, when you listen to, stop looking so angry.
Stuff like that. Let me tell y'all something. This is Caroline Levitt. Says confirms that Iran is literally begging President Trump for a deal and for the war to stop. The thing is that, like I said, these things happen. It is, pretty sad. I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely pretty sad. Definitely something that I feel like nobody wouldn't like. That's just like it's. I mean, we have family members, we have friends, we have people that, we know that's in the military. And I pray for them. I definitely do. Of what they go through, of what they're going through, wherever they are. My brother served. My brother served for 4 years, 4 or 5 years, and got some friends, that has served also. And my thing is with it, y'all, is that these things tend to happen. What they're trying to, and all, again, I'm not saying that I would want there to be troops, that's just going and doing this, doing that. They're making it seem like Trump is the bad guy, the Trump administration is the bad guy, when there's been plenty other presidents, there's been plenty other times of war and things like this, not to mention of what's been going on, for 47 years. I'm telling y'all, this stuff is sickening on what they try to put out, on The View. Check it out.
Military mission continues unabated. From the outset, President Trump and the Department of War estimated it would take approximately 4 to 6 weeks to achieve this critical mission. 25 days in, the greatest military the world has ever known is ahead of schedule and performing exceptionally. Day by day, the Iranian regime is being crippled, and their ability to threaten the United States and our allies is being significantly weakened. Their ambitions of building a nuclear weapon have also been crushed to an even greater degree than they were in Operation Midnight Hammer in June 2025. That's why you're beginning to see the regime look for an exit ramp. They recognize they are being crushed, their ability to attack American and ally forces, as well as their ability to defend their own territory is dwindling literally hour by hour. Following President Trump's powerful threat on Saturday evening, it was made clear to the United States that Iran wanted to talk. President Trump is willing to listen. As President Trump announced on Monday, the United States has been engaged over the last 3 days in productive conversations, which led the president to temporarily instruct the Department of War to postpone planned strikes against Iranian power plants and energy infrastructure only.
So y'all see it right here. And I love Caroline Levitt because she's a person that obviously, is going to tell you like it is and be real, regardless, be real. And that's truly what I love, and appreciate. Somebody that's straightforward, of tell you what's actually going on instead of beating around the bush. And that's one thing that I absolutely love because you truly didn't get that within the Biden administration, obviously. You have here, this is Speaker Johnson, says Iran better watch how many troops President Trump floods the region and make a deal. And truly, I'm not gonna lie. This is something and somebody, and I feel like it was one of those things. I know for a fact. Trump is doing things that obviously needed to be done a long time ago, I should say. This stuff that needed to be done a long time ago. Not only stuff that needed to be done a long time ago, you had the Biden administration, obviously, that didn't do a lot. So he has not only to deal with stuff, that has affected, but you also have to deal with stuff when it comes down to what the Biden administration, what they truly have caused. You know what I mean? Check it out.
Level. So I'm optimistic that's going to happen. The buildup of troops is very different than boots on the ground. We don't have boots on the ground. I don't think that's the intention, but I think Iran should watch that buildup, and they need to take note of that. They have to reopen the strait. They have to be good neighbors to their Middle East neighbors over there in the region. They cannot have a nuclear warhead. They cannot have that capability, and they cannot declare war on the United States and Israel, which is what they did, decades ago. Our mission will be accomplished. I think that will wrap up in a short time period, and I know that's the intention of the administration and the Department of War. We have the greatest, most powerful military fighting force ever conceived in the history of planet Earth. It's an amazing power that we have, and we wield it for good. We've done it here. That job is almost done, and I think it will wrap up soon. Yeah.
Y'all see it. Truly. Y'all see it right here. Truly amazing, I tell you. Truly amazing. Before this is one clip that I definitely had to show before we get to our other, videos posted tonight. So make sure y'all stay tuned for more. I'm gonna try to drop this before 12 a.m. and then I have 2 more dropping tonight. So make sure y'all stay tuned for them. But that mentioned Obama. Says President Trump is erupting on Barack Obama for allowing Iran to threaten the whole world. Check it out right here.
Done it. Obama should have done it. Obama was worse. Obama gave them the absolute right, title, and interest, gave everything to Iran. You remember that? When Bibi Netanyahu came over and begged him not to do it. He gave Iran the right to have a nuclear weapon at the highest level within a very short period of time. And I terminated that agreement as soon as I came to office. And if I didn't terminate it, that weapon would have been used 3 years ago, would have been used a long time ago. Then we stopped it a second time with those beautiful B-2 bombers.
Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Said Obama was worse. He gave Iran the right to have, that, and it's truly, truly sad, of them even not even trying to be funny. I gotta watch what I say on here. But y'all truly see the difference of somebody who truly cares about America and people who truly don't. And people have to wake up and realize that. I'm telling y'all. It's all right there in front of your eyes. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Stay tuned for the next video dropping. Catch y'all next one.